Hello, in the next episode. In today's video I'm going to repair Nintendo Switch OLED, which came in from Italy. Alright, so what I know about this console is just, that my customer has bought, the mod chip for OLED Switch, and he tried to solder it by himself, but he couldn't, so that's why he asked me if I can make it work for him, because, from that point, Switch, doesn't boot at all whatsoever. Completely dead. So we will see. Alright, so let's have a look at it. Came in this parcel. Alright, so we've got the mod chip here. He sent me that console from Italy. He paid 27 euro. Very expensive now, because probably the console was insured. Very good secured. There's a screen protector on it, and the screen protector is cracked. I can see this. We've got also, this protection on the back, but I think it's broken. I can see some bits here, but it got damaged, I don't know how, it's already damaged, yeah. Let's see what we've got more. Alright, so the motherboard is already removed, and as I can see, he soldered, one tape to the APU. So this is just empty, housing, the screen. My customer probably didn't want to lose any screws, so he put everything back together. One screw is damaged. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to disassemble this housing. I just need to see if there is any damage inside. You never know. My customer could break something, inside without knowing about this. So before I start the repair, I just need to check if everything is fine here. Two missing screws here. This connector doesn't look damaged. So let's have a look at the connectors. This connector, the screen looks good. For the Joy-Con, good. Fan connector is also. And all ribbon tapes are perfect, yeah. Alright, so the first inspection is done. What I'm going to do, just to remove that shield. Next step, you can see that someone has tried to solder it. Alright, so let's go under the microscope and have a look at it. This is our NAND memory adapter. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going just to check if we can see any resistance. It's not straight. This line disappears here. The reading is good. I can't, leave this like that. What I'm going to do, I'm going just to desolder this point. Do it in the correct way, yeah? Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going just to put a little bit solder here, and on the other side I'm going to fit it permanently. I'm going to solder this adapter permanently to the point DAT0. Let me just check one more thing. Multimeter. Just need to check if this point is connected to this point. And it is. It is. Right, so now we've got our reading has come back to normal. I'm going to try now heat it up to 360. So hot air, 360 degrees, and again. Should be alright. So let's wait now. Measure. Alright, so now it's okay. Right, so let's check now. It's still good. It's still good. So we've got missing resistor here. Alright, so let's fix this one. Beep mode. What we got here. But it's not soldered. You know, properly. So let's solder this properly. Alright, so let's check this now. Multimeter in the beep mode. So on the one side we've got ground. On the other side we've got that point. So it's good. They are not shorted together. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I just need to find what value should have this resistor which is missing. So I've got another switch OLED here. This resistor is that missing resistor what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go to ohm mode, read the ohms, and as you can see, this resistor is 3K resistor. This one is definitely 3K. Alright, so let's measure one more time, the last time. So as you can see, we've got two readings. If I swap the probe, you've got 4.5 kilo ohm. Another side we've got 3 kilo ohms. The best way is to remove this cap and measure them. This part is very, very small. So I'm just worrying about can jump somewhere. 4.6. Yeah, it's a 4.65. Alright, so I'm taking now 4.7 kilo ohms resistor. Looks good, everything looks good. Just need to solder this point here. Well, let's measure now. And this is the ground. It's 3.3. It should be alright. Now let's measure this point. On point D. This point is not connected. Yes. Not connected at all. So let's check now. And now, as you can see, we are connected to that point. But I think we need to secure it with the solder mask, because some of the points are missing here. That probably it was the rest of the ground point. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going just to clean a little bit gently, this area. I'm going to apply some solder mask. Hopefully it will keep, that ribbon tape in the place. Because I think it's easy now to, to break the connection. A moment, okay. Let's take some solder mask. Alright, so what we've got here. So we've soldered, that tape, ribbon tape, to the main APU. We've soldered that, another tape to the certain points on the motherboard. And we've also soldered that, the NAND memory adapter here. So what we need more? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to solder, the wire here from the NAND memory to the point C, which is here. Alright, so we've got point C here. Here is point C, and we need to also solder, point B. So point C here, point B is here. So let's do this. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going just to measure before I start. I want to measure resistance here, and it's good. Good. Alright, so if it's good, let's solder that wire. Let's apply some flux. Alright, so the point C has been soldered. So now we need to solder, the wire, the point B, which is on the other side of the board, which is here. Let's apply some fresh solder. Jump a wire. Alright, so my customer already, cut this shield off a bit just to run, that ribbon tape without damaging it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going just to clean the core of the APU, and I'm going to apply a thermal paste. So let's Alright, so we've got a shield on. So what do we need to do next? I'm going just to connect this. Connect the tapes. Like that. Another tape. It should go like this. I'm going to use my double-side tape. Very good. Strong. Put on the shield like that. Peel off this cover. Attach the chip. What I want to do, I just want to quickly measure, the values. Let's see. Here, got some values. Yes, we've got it. We've got it. And we've got it. All points, 3. This is 4th one. And I'm going to put the cover here. Should be alright. Let's quickly test it. So I just need to see if this powers up or no. Connect the power. And let's power this up. Alright, the switch is dead. Switch is dead. I've just plugged, the battery. Let's check the voltages. Look, we've got 4 volts, so it should be able to power up. It should be able. Here we've got all voltages. 1.8, 0.8, I think. The main APU is getting hot right now. I can feel it. But we can't see anything on the screen, which is very weird. I'm going to disconnect the battery. Alright, just to test this, I'm going to disconnect these tapes. I'm going to check this now, if we can power this up without the chip. Not. Now the APU is getting hot. The switch is dead. So even if I, soldered everything, wrong, we should be able to start, the normal system, original firmware, without any issues, yes, when we disconnect this chip. This is the chip for the Nintendo Switch Lite. Comes from the Lite, and I'm not sure if it's the original one or clone from China. We should definitely see something on the screen. Alright, so it's definitely getting hot, even if I didn't press, the power button. Something is wrong with it. Something is definitely wrong with it. This is not normal. So let's check this under the thermal camera. And now we've got the answer, yeah? So this chip probably is faulty. So I'm going to disconnect it. Wow. What I'm going to also do before I, do something about that chip, I'm going to desolder this ribbon tape first. Maybe here we've got some bridges, we don't know. Alright, so let's plug the charger now without that ribbon tape. Maybe that ribbon tape caused the problem. Nope, still the same. I think my customer has done something wrong. He shorted, some of the components because that this chip is getting hot. Because it's shorted to ground probably. So multimeter in the continuity mode, bit mode. Max 77812. No, I'm not 100% sure if this chip is good or no. You can find this chip on the Nintendo Switch Lite motherboards. You can see 77812. Alright, so I've got some of them. I try to desolder them, reball them, remove that chip. So let's desolder this chip and solder the new one. Here we've got plus, that means this corner should be here. Got some marks on the board, very good. The previous version of Switch, there are no marks at all. Here we've got nice dots. Alright, so now this is the moment of truth again to check if we've got good readings or no. The readings is now good. I will try to replace that chip again with another one from the donor board, but it will tell me that, something wrong with the APU. Alright, ready, steady, go! And yes, look at this, look at this! Look at this! I've done it. There's no short anymore. So we should be able to, to see the picture on the screen, actually. Yes, self-check is done again. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so the problem was that chip actually, you know. Alright, so let me quickly check if this console works now. You know, the problem is that I should have checked this before I started, you know, installing the chip. Because, you know, my customer just mentioned this, that, you know, he tried to remove everything and the console didn't work at all. No signs of life. So let's put this back quickly. Alright, so we've got connected, you know, the buttons, power button, volume button, etc, etc. We've got connected OLED screen. We got a connected fan. So what I'm going to do, I'm going just to connect the battery. Processor is not getting hot. I'm going to try now if you can see any picture on the screen. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, come on, come on, yes! Just quickly check. Oh, it's Italian language. I forgot about this. But we got Sistema, and the version of the Sistema is 14.1.2, so it's the latest one. All right, I'm going to turn this off. Even now, you know, processor is not hot. Look at this. Perfectly. Okie dokie. So I'm going to turn this off properly. Optioni, and oh, it was this one, I think. Yeah, it's off now. No, it was the restart. All right, I need to learn this language a little bit more. Now try this one, yeah? Is it off now? Yes, it's off now. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect the battery, and it's safe now. All points have been done, you know, properly, I think. So now what I need to do, I just need to solder this tape, this ribbon tape back the APU and check if something has changed. Okay, so I've just plugged the battery. Power this up. And yes, we've got something. Yes. Green light. And look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We've got it. We've got it. We just need to install, the SD card. And it should be alright. Okie dokie. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect the battery again. I'm going to plug all ribbon tapes back again. Alright, from this point, just need to go to the tools, back up EMC boot 0, boot 1, and EMC row GPP. And I need to do this backup, and I can send it back to my customer. Alright, so as you could see, I've already repaired Nintendo Switch OLED. In this case, my customer was very, very lucky. He didn't damage the APU, he didn't damage, the NAND memory, but he, for some reasons, damaged the IC below the APU, which controls the APU voltages. So that he was very, very lucky. Alright, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.